Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I'm Paper Mario Guy here, and in the last episode, we were making our way towards the Clockwork Wings, and we left off because, I believe, if I look around, we had to go back and get Bentley. But it's been a few days, so I had to go out and check, so let's go get Bentley and bomb some ground defenses. Obviously, you would have the, what is it called? You would have the drawbridge down at this point. You can't get to this part, but, I mean, you can kind of see why it's necessary, because not only do you need to have Murray, not only do you need Murray to get across, but you also need Bentley. And if you don't have the drawbridge, I don't see any conceivable way that Bentley is going to be able to get over there, so... Luckily for us, Bentley has his little dart gun, which allows us to maneuver pretty easily, pretty quickly, and we can blow up all these guards, so it's not such a big deal. And getting over to where we need to go is not necessarily a problem, which is positive. Alright, so let's jump up and see what we have to do.
Bentley, what's your status?
I'm in position with the RC chopper. All systems are go to neutralize their surface-to-air defenses. We're going to need free reign of the sky during the heist.
Well, be careful. Chopper parts aren't cheap.
Hostile has been sighted.
Hey, Bentley, use the left analog stick to steer the chopper and hit the X button to drop bombs.
Alrighty, so...
Lose track of the Jeep. I'll project a holographic targeting arrow. Follow it back into the action.
Alright, so this can be a bit of a, pain in the ass, because of the fact that, like, Sly 2 is not necessarily the most bright game in the world. You know, when it's daytime out and stuff, then it can be kind of, kind of sunny, or, like, you can see it a little bit. But, for the most part, like, I don't know, it's just a dark game. I mean, it's hard to be stealthy in broad daylight, and I get that, but it's sometimes hard to follow this, and although they give you the little, holographic marker, that doesn't necessarily do as much as you would think it would. And having to deal with these stupid missiles all the time also makes it, a bit of a problem. Alright, so, and you need to, account for the fact that, like, it's going to be a little bit, in front of you, so make sure that you're just staying ahead, you're dodging these missiles, and it's gonna take a bit, but you shouldn't have that much of, I mean, you shouldn't really have that much of a problem where you're dying, but it's just gonna take a while. Alright, so, I guess while I'm doing this, although I'm actually making some good progress here, I'll just talk about kind of, like, whatever's going on. I am super bored right now. Extraordinarily bored. Today, April 25th.
That Jeep's out of commission and we'll have clear skies for the heist.
Alright, April 25th, just a really boring day. I can't even begin to describe it. But we have a cutscene, so I can't describe it.
Okay, synchronize your watches. This heist is going to take extreme precision. Here's the plan. I'll start things off by demolishing the palace's main bridge. That should cut off reinforcements from the guest house and hopefully distract the ballroom guards standing watch over the Clockwork Wings. Sly will then take Carmelita up on her offer for a dance, and while the crowd is transfixed by their tango, Murray will lower into the ballroom on the electronic winch. Once down, he'll cut the wings free and then winch back up for an exit. Murray should then make his way out of the palace. I'll cover his exit with the RC chopper. Once he's past the drawbridge, we're home free.
Sounds like a wonderful plan. I like this plan even more than I like Dimitri's, because this, to me, is a little bit more clever, and I'm a man of great taste, and I can appreciate when things are clever. With Dimitri's, it was more like, hey, let's just smash a giant statue into the middle of this city and jump right in, which is a more direct approach, which is, you know, admittedly kind of cool, and I like the fact that they change it up, but I like this so much more. It just adds the whole element of, like, actually thinking about what you're doing and not just, like, going for it, you know, taking out guards, distracting them. It's all swell and good. Definitely interesting.
Okay, Bentley. Murray and I are moving into position. You still think you can demolish something that large?
It doesn't take an engineer to figure out how to blow up a bridge. I'll start by placing charges on all of the lower cleats. Once the structure destabilizes, those retainer rings on the upper cleats should pop right off. That should enable me to bomb all of the upper cleats, which will bring it all crashing down.
Just watch your head when that thing gets unstable. We need that brain of yours in one piece.
Thanks, Sly. It shows exactly how much you care for Bentley as a person, and, you know, makes him feel real good about himself.
I need to bomb all of the lower cleats before I can
That was
take
dumb
out
of me.
any of the ones up here.
So, yeah,
That's one.
I don't know. I mean, I was beginning to say April 25th, pretty damn boring day. I don't know why it's been so boring, but it really just has been. And Sly 2, you know, is a good way to get rid of some of my boredom, admittedly. So,
For the lower section. Now for the main support beam.
oh man, I don't know. There's just something about like the day, just nothing interesting has happened, and I don't know. It's weird though. It seems as though, like, I mean, especially now that I think about it, like, all right, this is not doing anything. So what am I doing something wrong? All right, there we go. Oh, okay. I guess I have to bomb the wooden part, not the metal part. That makes sense. But yeah, I guess it's just, I mean, it's just something to do with me being bored. But whenever I get really, oh no, don't fall off. Whenever I get really bored, I feel like that's when I start to play the most video games. And it's like, I love video games, don't get me wrong, but it seems like in recent years it's kind of been like reduced to if I don't really have anything else to do, as opposed to like, this is what I want to be spending my time on. And I don't know, that's just weird. Like, I never thought, you know, that it would ever get to that point.
Bridge is down. I'll warm up the van and get ready with the RC chopper. Good luck.
But I mean, I guess on another side, like, now that I think about it, whenever oh, come on.
The bridge is destroyed. Take all the manpower you need and look into it.
Murray, you in position?
Check.
It looks like Bentley's little distraction did the trick. Initiate phase 2. I'll take care of Carmelita and the crowd. You handle the heavy lifting. Miss Fox, I believe you owe me a dance.
About time. I thought you had left.
Just waiting for the perfect moment.
Alrighty, so now we have a bit of a repeat of the thing that we did with Nayla earlier, but it's alright because if you look in the background, you have Murray, his big goofy self, slowly lowering himself and, you know, taking care of the mission. But what I was saying before I was interrupted by the cutscene was that, like, it seems as though whenever I play, like, a good game, or I'm, like, having a lot of fun with a game, I get into, like, a gaming mode, and it's not so much that...
You look
Oh.
familiar to me. Are you in law enforcement?
I often deal with police while on the job.
What was I saying? Oh, man, I'm gonna keep on getting interrupted by these. But basically, my point is, like, I seem to not so much that I don't like video games and it's something to do when I have nothing better to do. It's just, I have to be in, like, a mood. And, like, that usually happens when there's a string of really good games that I've been into or have been playing. Oh, I had it backwards. And I don't know, and like, I remember when Sly 2 came out, there was such a good string of games. Sly 2 obviously being one of them. Yeah, Sly 2 came out in 2004, and, I mean, that was the year that, you know, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door came out. It's the year that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out. What else came out in 2004? I'm pretty sure there was a lot that came out in 2004, if I remember. And this was one of those games that, like, that's why this game was so, like, I don't know, this game stuck out above all the rest. Besides maybe Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, if we're being completely honest. But, I mean, this game just, like, seemed to, like, stick out, and, like, I don't know, I think that says something. But Murray is currently escaping with said clockwork wings, and our dance is about to come to end.
Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Why ruin the moment?
Huh? I don't understand.
The wings! What happened to the clockwork wings?
What? How? Who could have... What? Cooper!
That's such a blocky, like, bad animation. Like, when she raises her fist and shakes them, I don't know, it just looks so goofy and dumb. But I guess it's whatever. Our mission isn't over. Those clockwork wings are heavy.
Murray, I'll cover your escape with the RC chopper. Let me worry about the guards. You just keep moving.
Oh, gotta actually take the guards out, though. So this is a pretty interesting mission, like, these little guards are going to try to take Murray out, but they're pretty simple to take out. All guards, big or small, are taken out in one little bomb. So have no fear of, like, if you're, like, you know, late to the party, don't fret, because Murray has, I think, 2 hits. So if he gets hit once, like, you know, no big deal. But most of these guys are just going to be taken out pretty quickly. So it's not like you really have to rush. If that makes you feel any more comfortable. I mean, you have to be, like, somewhat accurate with your attacking. Oh, Murray actually has 2 or 3 hits, I guess. That's more than I thought he was. But anyway, I guess while we're doing this, because this is pretty much the same stuff until we get back, I guess I'll talk about kind of like some games I've been playing or something like that. I was actually on a trip to Virginia for 4 days, which is why I didn't upload for a little while, if you noticed. And on my trip, I was actually talking to my good friend. Oh, never mind. It's already over. What the hell? I thought that was much longer. Well, I guess I'll just save that conversation for another time, then.
After the gang and I got away with the clockwork wings, Carmelita blew her cover and started making arrests left and right. With his reputation in shambles, Rajan was forced to flee from his own party. He's now in hiding, somewhere deep in the jungle. The gang and I took a break and headed for Bollywood. It took some doing, but we eventually snuck Murray onto the set of a full-blown Indian musical. I was happy the guys got to unwind, but Rajan was still out there. And somehow, I knew things were about to get tough.
Alright, well, enough side talk. We just completed episode 2 of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Rajan is now deep into his Indian jungles, and he does not want anybody to come around him. And you can even tell just by, like, the little outside images. The tone has definitely changed, you know. Rajan almost looks psychotic in this one. So, we're not done with Rajan, which is something that, you know, never really happened in Sly 1. You know, when we went through Sly 1, you know, when we defeated, you know, the Panda King, he was done. You know, we never revisited him. You know, he was just, now we were done. And when we, you know, faced, what's her face? Oh, man, I cannot think. Ruby, I think? Oh man, I cannot believe I'm forgetting the names, but, you know, basically, whenever we defeated a member of the Fiendish Five, they were done. But, you'll find out soon enough that, you know, the Claw Gang isn't gonna lay down just like the Fiendish Five did. So, enough of my ending monologue, which I seem to do a lot. I'm Paper Mario Guy of the Koopa Ninja Bros. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on next episode for the beginning of episode number 3. So, see you then.